Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome again to my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. I said welcome again to my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. And for today's topic or what's on my mind, I was thinking about the United States, sending all this money over to Ukraine, and I guess I think for something like a period of at least 1 year, they're going to pay the salaries of all the Ukrainians, you know, and we've already sent multiple billions of dollars over to Ukraine, and I want to say something up front. This is nothing against the people that are in Ukraine or those that have relatives over in Ukraine. Nothing against them at all, and I don't mind our government supporting them and giving them aid packages. But my thing is to Mr. President, take care of home first. You know, if the United States is going to provide all these aid packages, which are billions of dollars, to a foreign nation, then why can't we get some of that money here? So if you can do it for Ukraine, why not do it for your own American citizens? There are many Americans in the middle class, due to the effects of this economy and the pandemic, that have been wiped out. Business owners, people have lost jobs and are steadily losing jobs and their businesses. And we also have, our own, saying that is impoverished here. And it's funny that people can criticize individuals here that were receiving stimulus checks and things like that, but then Congress turns around and writes a bill for supposedly money that we don't have, and you support another nation, but you can't support your people here in America. And I feel that I'm justified and I have a right to speak about it because, number one, I have freedom of speech here in America. Number two, I've been paying taxes all my life. So that money that you, sir, Mr. President, and Congress are sending overseas to support another nation, that right there is some of my tax dollars. And likewise, many of you that are listening, and many of the millions of Americans that are paying taxes. So if you can do it for Ukraine, then why can't you do it for the citizens of your own country? You can pay their salaries, then why can't you pay the salaries or maybe raise unemployment, for those that have lost jobs? What about aid packages here? What about those in our country that are impoverished or are homeless here, or people that are eating out of garbage cans? It's just with me, it sounds shake weighty. It just doesn't sit right. How can you take money that you and Congress claim that we don't have in the budget, but you're doing it more than once, and you're going to pay the salaries of citizens of that nation for at least a year? It's just going to be longer than that. And my thing is this, okay? We know that wars make money, and I'm gonna just keep it real. With the state of this economy, in the state of the global economy, it is inevitable that war is going to come because they need to make money and, basically start chaos and get into conflicts in order to build up, money and wealth. You know what I'm saying? That is how they do it, through the military, that's industrial complex. When economies start getting bone dry or they really start struggling, that a war is coming. But my thing is that as Americans, hey, can we get some of that Ukraine money? If you're going to support them, hey, by all means, write the bill up and do what it is that you're going to do to help those people in that country to help them out, but make sure you take care of home. What about people here that have lost jobs? Can you pay their salaries too? For our homeless, can you come up with a budget and make sure that every American has a place to stay and has food to eat? If we got it going on like that, then why can't we do it for American citizens? There's enough of us in this country that are working, or that have businesses or whatever, that are paying our taxes. What I'm saying? Why can't it go to our citizens as well? If you're going to support them, why can't you support us? And I just don't I don't think it's right. And granted, Congress, or they may make the excuse that, well, maybe it's a separate pot of money, I guess for maybe like foreign type bills where they can pull out money for them. It's like, okay, well then why don't you just transfer some of that money over to domestic? Just like you take the Social Security, hardworking taxpayers, that pay into Medicare, FICA, Social Security, and Congress, our government steadily stays taking that money and using it for other purposes, than other than what it was directed for. As American citizens, we'd like some Ukraine money too. Can you bring back the stimulus, the stimulus checks, and create some bills for some affordable housing? What can you do, Mr. President and Congress, for your people? That is what you were elected into office to do. But it's funny that this country has every excuse not to take care of home, but they have a open and blank checkbook for foreign nations. Go figure. How's that work? And I mean, I get it. I understand. I know the big wigs are going to make their money. By Ukraine being destroyed, there's going to be a lot of defense contracts built up. And so all I'm saying is that, hey, if the top elite and government officials are going to get paid off of rebuilding Ukraine through McDonnell Douglas, Boeing, and there's a whole KBR, I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of other corporations that are tied into the military industrial complexes. If they're going to get paid, well, can American citizens, can we get some of that too? Can we get some of that Ukraine money? Can we eat off of some of that? Can we eat off of some of those defense contracts and the budgets, that are going forward, so that they can rebuild Ukraine, or set up bases over there? Hey, as American citizens, we like to eat. We like to live good. And like I said, for those of us that are paying our taxes faithfully without choice, but those of us that are law-abiding citizens and we're paying our taxes, it'd be nice to see the money going somewhere to benefit, saying our own first. And this is, like I said, not a knock against those to the nation of Ukraine. I understand that there is some hardship, but we got some hardship here too. So, Mr. President and Congress, if you're going to do it for Ukraine, please do it for Americans. But that's all I have just for this short, quick video. But it's something to think about. Where's the money coming from? And in the end, as Americans, we are the ones that have to foot this bill. So if we have to foot this bill, then why can't we benefit off of it? Anyway, that's all I have for this one, guys. Name of my channel is Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. And I also have a podcast called Snacks Thoughts, SNAKZ THOUGHTS, Snacks Thoughts. And you can find my podcast on Acast, Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and a host of other social media outlets. And please push them out, share them both to friends, family, frenemies, enemies, rats, dogs, roaches, bats, cats, whatever. Share it, push it out. All right, guys? But something to think about, as Americans, Mr. President and Congress, can we get some of that Ukraine money? Peace out, guys. Catch you on the next one later.